Hey guys, my name is Amari, and today I'm going to be doing a video about the best pure point guards in the National Basketball Association of the year 2016. I have my brother Justin and my father Ya with me, and we're basically just going to talk about our own opinions on who we think is the best point guard in the league. I mean, so I think that Russell Westbrook is the best point guard in the league because he's doing basically what the whole team needs. And he's right now, Russell Westbrook's averaging 23.8 points a game, 10 assists, and almost 8 rebounds. Although he's only shooting 30% from 3, he still makes up for it in his field goal percentage with 45%, and his efficiency rating is a 28.6. How do you guys feel? How do you guys feel on who's your best point guard?
My issue with Russell Westbrook, and this is Yaya, by the way, this is the dad. My issue with Russell Westbrook as pure point guard is that you have to equate defense into that, especially on-ball defense. In light of the point guard position being so dynamic today, you need someone that can also defend at that position. So to me, that disqualifies Russell Westbrook as pure point guard. In my opinion today, the best pure point guard, I have to go back and say it's Chris Paul. Even though I believe Steph Curry is the best scorer in the NBA and in the world right now, pure scorer, I think Chris Paul, all around, rebounding, defense, on-ball defense, disrupting passing lanes, making guys around him better, J.J. Redick, DeAndre Jordan in particular, and also Blake Griffin, allowing his game to flourish. So I would go with Chris Paul.
How do you feel about it, Justin?
Well, there it is, folks. His brother Justin just ruined the first video. We actually set up a discussion, and he just woke up, so he doesn't know his ass from his elbows right now. And that's about it. But normally he would probably, if I had to speak for him, if he was in his right mind, he probably would argue that Steph Curry is the best pure point guard. And he probably would say because of Golden State's record and because of his improved defense, him being the MVP of the team and of the league, and he could make a case for that. But I know you guys would prefer to hear it out of his own mouth.
No, LeBron's the best point guard in the league.
LeBron's what?
LeBron's the best point guard in the league.
And that's how you know he's still sleeping.
No, it's pot.
Justin, do you really don't know who you think the best point guard in the league is?
I'll just go with LeBron. He makes the whole team better. And he plays the best defense out of.
Okay. Well.
And I feel like he's a great passer. You know, he still can score.
Well, why not? Let's just add Draymond Green to that to the list. Is he also can be considered the best pure point guard?
He can play point guard.
He can play it, but he can't play it full time.
But LeBron can.
If LeBron's playing against a team where there's only a good point guard, if there's a good point guard and then other good players around him where he have to guard someone else, he wouldn't play point guard the whole time.
I get your argument offensively, but defensively, I don't think LeBron would want to chase around a guy like Chris Paul or Russell Westbrook around, or Steph Curry around for a whole game. So I get your point offensively, but defensively, at his age now, maybe 7, 8 years ago, he would do it no problem. But at his age right now, almost 31, I think he is, I don't think he could chase around point guards for a whole season defensively. But I get your point. I'm still going with Chris Paul. And to a lesser degree, I have to give Tony Parker some credit. I mean, nobody talks about Tony Parker. Nobody talks about anybody on the Spurs because they're not in commercials. They're not controversial. You know, they don't have baby mama drama, at least not on social media anyway. So, you know, nobody talks about them. But I think you'd have to throw in Tony Parker. But I still say Chris Paul.
But if I were to start a team, I would still take Westbrook because he's like sort of like a smaller, I'm not comparing him to LeBron, but I'm saying he's like a smaller LeBron because he does everything on the court. He doesn't like he makes the offense flow. Like,
Who?
Westbrook.
A smaller version of LeBron athletically, yeah. And his point guard play has improved a lot. Don't get me wrong. I just think at times he's like a bull in a china shop. And once he gets hot, he'll tend to ignore guys. You know, he'll tend to take over a little bit too much. And defensively, I just don't think he does enough to stop the ball. Like, can you take Westbrook, even with his size, being 6'4", 210, whatever he is, and can you tell him, go stop the other guy? Whether that guy might be Steph Curry, whether it's he has to go and stop Kawhi Leonard or whoever. You know, can you say, go stop that guy? You know, but then again, by that premise, you know, Chris Paul can't stop Steph Curry. So.
Also, with very underrated, well, not underrated as of this year, but like before, Isaiah Thomas was really underrated because, well, like I feel like he's doing a lot for the Celtics. Like he just pulled up. Well, he helped the team pull off a win against Golden State, even though he didn't do nothing in the first half. Well, scoring wise, he scored 22 points in the second half, and that kind of, you know, he's really getting better.
Yeah, but I think on the Celtics part with Isaiah Thomas, that's Isaiah Thomas and the rest of the team. There's other players that made up for that. Avery Bradley, Marcus Smart, those players made up for what he didn't do in the first half.
I feel that Rondo plays the mold of the point guard, the traditional point guard, as well as anybody. But his free throw shooting and his outside shooting really hurts him. Mm-hmm. As far as being mentioned in that top tier of pure point guard. When I mean top tier, I'm saying like top 3. So that's what keeps him out of the top 3 for me. If Rondo had a better jump shot and he was a more consistent free throw shooter, or just a better free throw shooter in general, he has a championship ring. We all know that pressure doesn't bother him. The Celtics might have won 2 championships if Garnett didn't get hurt. That second season they were together. So, or third season they were together. But they did go to 2 finals, right?
Yeah,
Celtics,
they did.
Yeah, they went to 2 finals. So Rondo would be in my top 3 if he had a better jump shot and he was a better free throw shooter. So, because I think it's more prevalent that a point guard be able to knock down free throws at the end of the game because they have the ball in their hands. Fourth quarter overtimes when the game is on the line. You could kind of dismiss Wilt Chamberlain, DeAndre Jordan, Shaquille O'Neal, and the likes of the dominant center, Dwight Howard, that can't miss free throws because the offense can, you know, keep the ball away from them and go away from them in the fourth quarter to get points. You know, but if your point guard can't make free throws and he always has the ball in his hands and is more likely to get fouled in the fourth quarter, then that's a hindrance. So I go Chris Paul 1, and everybody else out under them. You take your pick. That's my last. That's my final say. Chris Paul.
Now, I will say that on another note that Damian Lillard has really gotten better from last season, and he's actually making Portland go to the playoffs. Him and CJ McCollum. Yeah, I think if Damian Lillard passed the ball, probably a little bit more, he'd probably be in the talk for like top 5 point guards. I think he's like top 10, but not top 5 because of he's a great scorer, but his like passing needs to get like a little bit better.
Well, since you brought up Damian Lillard, where is he on the list, in your opinion?
In my opinion,
is he even in the top 5?
I don't know. I don't think he's in the top. I think I'd put him like maybe 6 or 7, but
you take him over John Wall?
No.
You take him over?
John Wall's probably the second best pure point guard, because I feel like he has more control than Westbrook in a sense. Like, he knows when to stop when he's not hot, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And he plays lockdown defense, solid on defense. His jump shot has improved. I'm not sure where he's shooting, like as far as percentage compared to Russell Westbrook. But in game, I've seen him make multiple mid-range shots and spot up 3-pointers. And he also can drive just as good as any guard. So yeah, he can also pass as well.
Okay. That being said, what's your final pick?
I'm probably gonna go with John Wall because I feel like he has the best of CP3 and Westbrook. And John Wall, like, he's not small, so that where.
See, now his opinion now, folks, is just discredited. As usual, he's a double talker. How did he go from LeBron James?
Because you said pure point guard.
Yeah, but you were
that
saying
was always
that,
the topic.
Then you just went off and said that LeBron's the best point guard.
You went from LeBron James to who?
No one. I just said that I was just talking about players who got better.
That's not the topic. Players that got better. We're debating the best pure point guard playing today.
My final word is Westbrook.
So be it. Everybody out there commenting, watching the video, feel free to chip in. Who would you select as the best pure point guard? Let us know. And hit Amari up, I guess.
My email will be in the subscription below, and you can contact me at any time, and I will be able, if I have the time, I will be able to respond to those. So,
yeah, but don't talk to us if you don't know basketball.
Yes, don't send an email if you're gonna say that Steph Curry is the best player in the league just because he's putting up 30 points a game. I've heard a lot of people say that. So, thank you for watching.
Yeah. Yeah. Halloween. Taliban. I'm gonna shoot you. Yeah. Jump man, jump man, jump.